Will Yoshimaru's steadfast bond with legends grow stronger with every ally, or will Cloud's sharpened edge and relentless equipment engines cut through loyalty with pure power?
Welcome to Manifest Dread MTG.
I'm Bo.
And I'm Drew.
Today, it's the ever-faithful Hound against the Mercenary Steel.
It's Yoshimaru Ever Faithful versus Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. We got another match with Drew versus Drew. Cloud versus Yoshimaru.
Yeah.
Why did all that rhyme?
It's good. You're asking good questions. This will be an interesting matchup. How do you feel coming into this now that you've had a lot of experience with Cloud versus an aggro deck like Yoshi?
I don't know if I would say a lot of experience. We're definitely learning a lot with these matchups, and I definitely learn a lot from this match.
Yeah.
It's weird trying to figure out what the right tutor was for the first tutor.
What do you feel?
He's playing red removal, but it's also exile-based removal. So
right.
Pre-war form aware doesn't necessarily feel like it's at its best. Skull, I've got a Doom Traveler.
Right.
Changed up the list a little bit this week.
So you got a Tithe Taker in hand too, but we're going Cloud.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm tempted by either GT or Skull Clamp.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's a white-based removal deck.
I think you announced Clamp, and I get that. Like to your point, pre-war form aware is probably not going to be your thing. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. That didn't feel great. I was happy with the trade.
You were happy with the trade, and he was like, how about I just eat your Cloud?
It was not a trade.
No. Yeah.
But I still do get... I still have the Tithe Taker, the Doom Traveler, still have a way to be able to just draw a bunch of cards. And so it's kind of nice. Maybe, I think... What I'm thinking is trying to find one of the many removal spells in the deck. Swords, lay down arms, any of these things.
Seems terrible.
So let's see how we navigate it.
It looks like you have a...
Yeah, there's a laydown arm.
Or laydown arms. Yeah, laydown arms. Well, you have 2 planes, and 2 planes is the appropriate number you need to get rid of an exile that fell you. So he'll gain 3, go up to 22.
You can have some life.
Sure. Go ahead, during your...
Tithe Taker.
Yeah.
So I've got blockers for days.
Yeah.
And again, plenty of fodder for the Skull Clamp.
Yes. Feels like you're in a pretty solid position.
Not 100% that GT would have been better here. It's kind of, I could see the argument, especially once we get to turn 4.
Right.
Be able to play equip, whether it's on blockers or attackers, be able to get some counters, kind of keep the creature count a little bit more minimal, but definitely things that are kind of going through my head.
Right.
Based on my choice.
Well, the other thing too is now, do you really want to block? No, not necessarily because Yoshi has trample from Inti, because
that complicated things a lot.
Yeah.
It's one thing when I can just throw these guys under the bus.
Right.
But the trample on Inti has always been so relevant.
Yes.
That card's so sweet.
I love Inti.
I love Inti.
Yeah. I always thought it would be a bigger impact in other formats.
What is that Skull Clamp?
Yeah. That's what was on the Mox field. All right. So for those of you listening at home, we got accepted as a content creator on Mox field, so we got a sweet little badge. So please, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to us here on YouTube and then go over to our Mox field and give us a follow. We appreciate that.
Continue growing community. Making you a part of it. Continue growing our Dread Horde.
Yeah. Yes. Won't be long, and we'll be asking you to join the Dread Horde. We got a little static prison action going here. Now, do you feel that was appropriate for Drew to give up Yoshi to the static prison? Me personally, I would have been like, cool, I'll just ship it back up to the command zone.
The way that he saw it was, all right, it's on a timer.
Right, it's on 2.
It's only going to be under there for a couple turns, and he's just going to be able to get it back, develop a board state, and just be able to go wide from there.
Right.
Which I don't necessarily fault that sort of thinking.
I don't. I think it's just not knowing what your list is on, right? So like we can assume that Cloud has Jolted Awake, and then some percentage of Cloud decks will also have Giver or Guide of Souls, and so then or Athalia, right? So then that just becomes even more of a pressing issue.
Yeah, and you're looking at a couple cards out of 100, so it's just trying to figure out if that's actually going to line up.
That one's way below.
There's definitely been a number of times where I've just static prisoned and you can have it back.
Yes.
So I got land, so 3.
And I feel like that happens more often than not.
Me or the spirit?
I think we hit the fucking spirit.
Oh, kill my spirit. Don't kill my spirit.
I
want to draw a card.
I think that's absolutely the correct play. Is just try and keep you from gassing up by way of Skull Clamp.
Oh, and I've still got a whole bunch of cards.
Yeah.
No. I counted creature twice.
So we're just double checking the Goy.
Yep.
Seeing how big he is.
You don't want to let me have my Yoshi back?
Apparently you do pay the one.
Yeah. I'm not giving it back. Especially
And
because
see-
I have a Guide of Souls in hand.
Well, as we were just discussing, funny how relevant that is. And now you've got a nesting bot, so get an energy, start your engines. Come on, you gotta start your engines. You can't forget that.
I did not want to play that sub game.
You know what? We joke, but I was just at the Denver Mall Drifters monthly, and I was playing Cloud, and starting your engines actually mattered. It mattered for it to get that +1/+0 bonus for that nesting bot.
No, I actively acknowledged it and was like, I want to do that.
Yeah. This is going straight. I'm not jolting awake this. I'm not pre-war formaling this.
As I'm staring at a pre-war in hand.
Yeah.
So, I do have, if I recall correctly, do have pre-war. It looks like I had a Garrison Cat. I believe that there's a Lion Sash in there. And I kept going back and forth if I should
Start
get the
shrinking the
Lion
Goyf.
Sash out to shrink the Goyf and keep it a little bit under control, but
Right. Voice of Victory. Pretty good card.
it's, I think it's pretty clear at this point, my hatred for Voice of Victory.
So is he getting his Surveil land here? Is that what we're doing? Or I guess it doesn't matter because you're declaring that you're going to block it anyways.
Yeah, I think he's just doing this just to save time
Okay. Gets the plateau. Fair.
and just passing the turn. Like, no point in waiting to end step again. Just
Right.
Little things that save on a bunch of time.
Yep. It all adds up.
But yeah, that Yoshi being put under the static prison.
It's mattered now.
Definitely
has mattered.
his bump.
Like I said, we talked about it. In the Cloud deck, you've got Guide of Souls, you've got Jolted Awake, and you have Thalia that can all impact this on the regular, which is not nothing. Paying 3.
Yeah, I had a lot of good cards, and here it's
Okay, Cat, Trigger.
trying to figure out
life.
which is the bigger or more annoying threat between the Pyrogoyf because it's just a big creature,
Make
or
it
the
human.
Voice of Victory.
Trigger. Gain another energy, gain another life. That's the thing, is that I know the Cloudless go back and forth between having Guide or not having Guide. But Guide, in its own right, not even with Cat, I mean, with Pride, it's, bonkers. But just in this deck, the ability to churn so quickly and get all these things, you can just pump out a lethal threat so quickly, right? So it's like,
Yeah, the flying is super relevant.
yes.
There definitely doesn't, flying combat seems to be really good in this one.
Yes.
There's not necessarily a whole lot of it.
It's like, I understand it's not clampable in the sense of, like, you can't just instantly draw 2 cards with it, but it's not bad.
The life gain and energy are both relevant. And especially in the Cloud deck, it just gets you so much life and so much energy.
Yep.
Between all of these little 1/1 dorks that make more 1/1 dorks,
Yeah.
kind of like an engine in its own right when you've got a clamp around.
Gain life.
And I respect this here too. Like, the Containment Priest doesn't really It's just a body. The Solitude, you have the pre-war in hand. You can bring in the Solitude back. No, you pitched that.
Pre-war is...
Oh, 3 less. You're right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, and that was one of the lines that I question if that's right. I was constantly going back and forth for the rest of the game about it. If I would have been better off just waiting a turn, hard casting the Solitude to get either the Goyf or the Voice of Victory. I kind of wanted to open up the potential to be able to cast stuff on his turn.
Right.
You know, if it's going to be like a Reverent Mantra or Flare or
Type
anything
situation,
anything along those lines. So I wanted to have that
We know,
option.
yeah, to your point, we know that Yoshi plays minimum Reverent Mantra. Do they play Flare as well? I mean,
no, I'm saying for me, being able to play it on Yoshi's turn.
Yes, I understand what you're saying now. I mean, yeah, to your point, maybe you would have been better served holding back the Solitude, you know.
Having a 3/2 blocker.
Misrepresenting the board.
Oh, it makes a spirit and
soldier.
Yeah, makes whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
have the
fine.
soldier. We'll put a human. No, whatever. It's the same thing.
Same thing. They're, you know, the best.
1/180.
I was gonna say the best of them is the Doom Traveler because that's flying actually matters.
Yes.
The rest of them, I don't think. One of them has lifelink. I forget.
Hunted Witness.
Hunted Witness makes one with lifelink. I want to say, and then the rest of them are just pretty chaff.
Yeah, Tide Taker makes a spirit, which is kind of nice.
Does that fly?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's 2, not 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 2/1. Also taxes your opponent on your turn, so sometimes relevant.
Yeah. And I see we've gotten a Shadow Spear here.
Shadow Spear.
This is gonna make these games get super back and forth. See.
Yeah, I'm gaining life off of my guide. He's gonna start gaining life, and so again, really trying to weigh what I did with the Solitude, if it was right or not. I could have waited till next turn, just hard casted it.
Yeah.
Being able to have a 3/2 blocker, and then maybe it was right to get the Goyf. But again, I had the Lion Sash in hand. Maybe it was better to play the Lion Sash and start eating these things. I had access to a lot of decisions this game, and I somehow managed to choose all of the wrong ones.
Well, that happens. That happens.
Maybe not wrong, but
You know,
they suboptimal.
for our viewer at home, you might think that, oh, well, Cloud's pretty apparent. You just go grab Clamp, and then you grab GT, and then you grab Pre-War Formula, then you grab Masterwork. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll grant that some of the games, I'd give you 20 to 25% of the games are that simplified.
You can autopilot
Yeah,
sometimes.
for a quarter of the time. But there are so many occasions with this deck where it is so much more complicated that you have to forecast, okay, which half of the deck do I think they drew, especially against Yoshi? Did they draw the burn half where they're going to kill my guy and I'm going to be able to pre-war, or did they draw the exile-based half where these are going to be dead cards, essentially? So there's something very real to that.
So, yeah, this is, again, going into just trying to figure out what my game plan is.
Right.
It could have been the Lion Sash route. I could have played Cloud, gotten GT, started trying to gunk up the combat. This was the one that I went with, getting Ranger Captain, knowing that I'm gaining a bunch of life, get the Ocelot Pride Guidasouls.
Yep.
Combo.
Going. Right.
And so, gains me more life, allows me to continue to make blockers.
Yep.
So, I think this is one of those situations where I was playing to not die instead of playing to win.
Right. Do you feel that was appropriate looking back on it now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that that's one of the trickiest things to assess in a game of Magic when the game gets down to a close, grindy situation and you're trying to figure out... Most people will say, how do I play to not die?
Right.
And just instinctually we play and try to stay alive as long as possible instead of flipping that mindset and being like, I need to play to win.
Yes. Play to win, one might say, huh? Renowned CDH YouTubers play to win.
Yeah, it's a weird switch to flip, and it's hard to kind of get out of that mentality sometimes. But assessing it, I think, is one of the many skills of Magic.
Yeah, we'll go to Claire's combat.
So now he has a 4/4 Inti.
Sure does.
That doesn't have haste. There you go.
But that means that the Pyroglyph can get trample. So
Yep.
again,
I mean, it already had
Pyroglyph is just-
it already had trample from the
Oh,
Shadow
from the
Spear,
Shadow Spear, whatever.
but now it gets a +1/+1 counter potentially,
yeah, but or he can give the +1/+1 counter to the construct.
and then come over the top even more.
Yeah, so this combat just progressively keeps getting more and more gunked up. Oh, thank God he exiled that.
Yeah, right. It's a pretty good one.
Way to tap out.
Yeah.
Putting a counter.
No, there's nothing he could have done.
No. Puts it on
See, he
Pyro.
puts it on the Pyroglyph. I don't know if that's... I think I would have done it on the construct.
I think I would have done it on the construct too, because then you're still coming over the top,
Yeah,
regardless.
And I can't just chump block
Right.
like I did with a cat.
Because that right now is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? That would be a 4/4 construct, a 5/5 with the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
5/5 trample, you trample over for 4 on top of the trample from the Goyf, which I think is like 7.
yeah.
Sure that I can.
So I mean, you'd be at 2. I think
No.
4?
Minus 4, so I'd be at 5.
5. Yeah.
So
Copy Shadow Spear.
Artifact, not just one
let's gunk this
Hey,
board up
let's
even more.
slow this. Let's bring this game to a crawl.
Woo, game one's gonna take 50
Love that
minutes.
for you. Love that for this game.
Yeah, no, this
This game is definitely gonna end in a draw.
Gotta figure out how to do all of these other things.
I got 50 minutes.
You got 50
I just
minutes.
need to win one game.
Yeah.
Play mom.
We got 32 minutes. You'll be fine.
Shadow Spear's 2 to equip? 2 to equip. 1, 2.
Yes.
Equip to the.
And despite all of the cards that are drawn, I only have 4 lands. 5 if you included the Saga, but
Yeah.
somehow missing there.
Right.
I got a full grip of cards, no land.
Yeah. The amount of times that you clamp and you either draw all gas or all lands is many.
It's like the days of the ring.
I would say it's just, my ring has 4 burden counters on it. Surely it'll deliver some goodness for me. Land. Like,
All right, let's untap this.
yeah.
But I should have.
Manamo this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
5 more cards. Come on.
I need
there's no
something
way
to
I'm
impact the board. Where's my Flay Jet? I'm through 40 cards. I haven't seen one of my 4 Flages. Clearly, it'll be in this next untap. Oh, 5 more cards. Wonderful. It's not there.
Sick.
Give this to
Oh.
counters.
So we were able to see that I also have a P-Wave in hand. So then I was wondering if P-Wave was the correct decision. Deals with the constructs, which is nice.
Permanently, yeah.
I don't know if I really wanted the Pyroglyph to come back down and enter, but
Sure.
I slapped the Shadow Spear onto the Ocelot Pride, which I know was a mistake.
Yeah. Especially because you were going to give it flying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was just like, I need the lifelink on something. I totally spaced that the Ocelot
already
Pride
has
already
lifelink,
has
yeah.
lifelink. So
Should have kept it on the guide.
It would have been
Yep.
better suited on the guide.
That's fair. Because that would have put you at 3 from there, and then that would have given you another 4. So 7. Yeah, that. I mean, that at that point you're neutering the life gain from the opposing Goyf. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
16.
The maths.
Yeah, like I said, this game I had access to a lot of decisions,
Yeah.
and this shows my inexperience with Cloud.
And that's okay. You know, again, we often talk about it. This is our Monday Weekly. Boomy Zooms! This is our Monday Weekly. You know, we are just trying to learn and grow within this lovely format that we call Duel Commander.
Yeah,
So,
and there's a lot to learn with this deck when you get into certain situations like
Right.
this. Like Cloud can sometimes end a game real quick.
yes.
Cloud can also grind a game to make it last forever.
Yes.
And like you said, I don't think there's an in-between.
No, I don't. In my little experience of playing Cloud, I feel that way. It's like games either get closed out handedly and you're going and grabbing your lunch, or you're politely asking your friends by way of blinking at them as they stare at your board state to go get me lunch.
You got a snack?
Yeah. Do you have any trail mix I can have, please?
I think I sent.
So swinging with everything, choosing not to discard anything because I think he's hellbent.
Yeah.
Because he played the broadside.
This is not finalizing anything. I just want to see some things.
So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do blocks.
Yep.
So that's only 9.
We want to get the broadside off the board, so we end up wanting to triple block that one. I know that that's for sure in my head.
Yeah, so you can't just boast and
Kill one of the things, keep the broadside.
Yeah.
Broadside, I think, is the biggest threat on this board on his side.
which is crazy to say looking at this board. But Boomy Zooms does have that ability to take over a game.
Boast is a hell of
Hell of a mechanic.
at least when it's tied to just flinging something at
Yeah.
anything.
Okay, so before
Yeah.
blocks, Flash and Ophelia.
4 blocks.
Gain life.
Flash and Ophelia. Okay, gain a life, gain an energy.
I wasn't blocking. I was just lining up. I needed to visually see it. I'm a visual person.
Put all 3 there.
ADHD won't allow me to line all that stuff up.
1 here, 1 here. That means 7.
And Goif is the only one that has trample, so really no point blocking.
Well, I mean, at this point, too, if you wanted to, that 7's coming across, you're at 17. Even if you fling the Pyrogoyf, you're only taking another 6.
Yeah.
You know,
But I had to be cognizant of that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take too much, which is why kind of sucked having the having to block with Ophelia.
now, the mom just came out this turn cycle,
Yes.
so you couldn't give anything protection, which makes sense.
And so maybe there's an argument for blocking with the mom, but I think it's better for him to have to use the boast to kill it.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah,
goes,
yeah. And then I'm left with 1 cat.
You're left with
Yeah,
one
you
cat.
definitely want to kill the Ophelia.
Yeah.
7. Because nothing changed, right? Nothing went in that I didn't already have.
Go down to 10, you gain 1,000,000 life. We just keep
Go
doing
up to
this
28.
swing.
Yeah. Yep. As one does. This gets very, very, very grindy.
I don't know if it was that
Do you think
or
I
if
have the
should
city's
kill the
blessing?
guide.
You definitely have the city's blessing. You have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 permanents
After combat.
after combat.
Again, I was just lazy.
Yeah.
The city's blessing. I don't. Whatever.
Hey, you're gonna have to clean that up for Atlanta.
Dude, if you don't know that I have the city's blessing,
How do you not know I have the city's blessing? Isn't it
Like-
apparent? Here's a question. If you get the city's blessing with 10 permanents, and let's just say somebody, I don't know, Farewell and Armageddon's you, do you still maintain the city's blessing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
And it's also an if true statement for city's blessing.
Oh, okay. Can you give me an
Any-
example of an if true statement?
These, trigger this guy. Go
No,
up,
bro, I can't. I'm kidding.
2 counters on
Merit Lage.
That-
Or Dark Depths.
Dark Depths, yeah, that is
Yeah.
a very, very,
That's probably the most iconic one.
yes. If you've enjoyed our content and watched one of our shorts previously, we discussed if you ephemerated a Magus of the Moon. If true, Merit Lage trigger goes on the stack. And you will make that 2020.
Go to instead.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
This, we'll get 2 more cats.
Yeah, gain 2 more life. Wow.
Meow meow.
Getting all that life.
Gain more life. I still kept the Shadow Spear on there. I'm holding a 4 mana for what exactly? I don't know.
I don't know. And you said you had Parallax Wave in hand too?
Like I said, I've got Parallax Wave, I've got Lion Sash, but the graveyards are so big. Might have been able to slowly
Ask for blockers to clear.
shrink the Goif, but then I would have made the Lion Sash much bigger, and so then I could have given it flying, it lifelink.
Well, I'm just curious, to your point, if you had the Parallax Wave this past turn, all right, what are we doing here? You're tapping 4.
We'll phase that out.
Ooh, okay.
That's
why you're holding
why.
this up.
Okay.
So didn't want to play it on my turn, even though the land could have potentially helped. We'll just phase it out,
Right.
4. Or I guess in the counter.
which phasing out also phases out the Shadow Spear,
Right.
which is
Probably would have put it on the
still learning phasing. It's been a good minute and doesn't come up too often,
I love Talongate. It's such a cool card.
right?
It's only 3, right? So,
Because the construct is currently a 3/3.
so take 1,
Yep.
2, so take 5.
There's no Ancient Den or anything. Alright. Those are all dead. Take 5.
Is it
Shadow Spear's
that?
phased out too.
Wouldn't I? Was the construct a 2/2 because the Shadow Spear's phased out?
Actually, yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's
Because the
attached.
Shadow Spear is attached to the Pyroglyph and everything. I think you catch that right here.
Bo, do you know phasing for Luna?
Like,
If you phase out the equipment,
Yes.
you can phase out with it? Okay.
I rarely use the phasing
Yeah.
mechanic. But yeah, I guess I should have kept a cat.
Yep.
Can't re-equip Shadow Spear. Big sad.
Yep.
But Yoshi's just dumping out all of these super powerful threats too.
Right.
Adeline can just freaking be so nutty.
Yeah.
Pyroglyph is still obnoxious. Inti's just giving stuff trample, and it's got vigilance.
Yep.
It's impulse drawing him into a bunch of stuff.
Isn't the worst, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's also just trying to figure out the best, like the fastest way to get you dead. Oh, that's one way.
And while this is happening, the clock is ticking down.
Yeah,
It's
and
laughing in your face.
we're both just
Deal with your board.
take 7, gain 7.
Yeah,
just back and
just back and forth.
Like,
All
let's
right.
see if we can draw something. So maybe this would have been a much better. Well, I think I thought about P-waving this turn, but then I was just like, oh, but then I can't.
You can't even get the Goyf because the Goyf's been phased out, yeah.
I do this, clamp it. Oh my god, make a spirit.
Make a spirit. It's good to have that stack of tokens ready.
Get this.
Hey, that one makes a
Yeah,
spirit too.
that does too. But does
We
it
got-
fly or is it just a spirit?
I'm pretty sure it flies.
Okay.
Told you.
It's from MH3, all right?
50-minute drop.
So it's got to be pushed
It's
even
got-
more?
it's gotta
Okay.
be
You put this onto here.
Yeah. There we go. Now
There we
fire.
go. Hey.
Gain this.
I guess I'll play this other 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Swing with the
4. Yoshi's still under that static prison.
Still-
20 minutes late.
Yeah.
So 5. Yeah, 9.
11.
So chunk in for 6.
11.
11?
Gain 11 up to 27.
Go to
Very
end
cool.
Step. I make 2 cats and 1 extra spirit.
Make a bunch of kitties.
I gain
Yes,
3.
you do.
Yay, Magic in 2025.
Yeah.
That's 4.
This is straight out of Fallen Empires. We have 36 different tokens and counters for you. Oh, thanks, Wizards.
Fallen Empires. What an awful set.
I mean, we got him from it, so that's something.
Woo.
You're like I said, what an awful set.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think is the worst set that they've come out with.
Oh, there's some,
There's some pretty bad
there's
ones.
some pretty bad ones, some real stinkers. All right, hard casting Solitude.
Man, is Fallen Empires yours?
My
vote?
No, I would say Homelands. I know that's the popular. Yeah, Homelands. I will say Homelands has one of the better stories, but in terms of cards, it was like this is pretty powered down and trash.
Go to combat. Swing with the team.
Mm-hmm. That does in fact have vigilance.
Make a dude.
6,
And
that's only 4.
Attack trigger.
So 4 toughness, which is kind of nice. Get attack trigger from
Yep.
Inti. Doesn't do
Doesn't do
anything. Yeah. Get Adeline off the board. I make 1,000,000 tokens every turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's at 8, but then he's going to go back up to 15,
Mhm.
which, again, going back to if I Solitude the Pyroglyph, wouldn't be gaining nearly as much.
Or if you had Parallax Wave on that turn where you left 4 up and you didn't Talon Gates and Mangara.
Yeah, if I P-waved over
Yeah.
Talon Gates, yeah, it probably would have ended the game.
I think the game would have ended there much faster. But hey, that's why we play the games. And now, when you come up with the situation, you're going to be like, play the goddamn Parallax Wave.
Yeah.
I need to close this game out.
So definitely would have been better to play that there, but
Right.
yeah, I still dream about this match.
When you say dream, do you mean nightmare or?
All of these thoughts still just course through my head at night.
Too funny.
I haven't done anything.
Did you pay your one?
It's still at the beginning. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
If you said no,
Yeah.
and you did something, I'd be like, give me back my Yoshi.
I mean, at this point, if you had a dog back, whatever.
Yeah, if you had Yoshi back, it would have gotten like 3 or 4 counters at this point.
And I think one of my...
Yeah, what are you taking?
Oh, I don't have to take it.
One of the reasons, I think, for not playing P-Wave was I wanted to P-Wave and follow up with something. Like, I remember thinking I needed 4 mana and then 3 mana for something.
Right.
And so that's why I opted for the Talon Gates on that, because it was going to give me my land drop, and then I was going to try to kind of do all of this stuff.
Yeah, and then with the 1 left over, I'll get a Ghost Vacuum.
But
Combat, swing 5 in
Ghost
the air.
Vacuum.
1, 2,
I mean,
way too late.
A little late to the game here.
Shrink the Pyroglyph, and it's not like... I guess I could start eating stuff and make a bunch of 1/1s.
No.
My Guide of Souls is officially gone.
Yep.
Actually.
But he's still got his lifelinking Pyroglyph. Yeah, you don't want to play that. Oh, this board gets so messy.
Get the ante.
Num 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 num.
Go to combat. Player attacks. Swing with the team.
Yeah. What do you?
Yes.
Num 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 num.
Take that one.
That's just a 3/2, and that's a 1/1.
1/1 human.
This is a 3/3.
So Kemba's a 4/4. No, Kemba's a 4/4.
Put the 2 cats in front of the solid.
Because equipped creatures get +1/+1. So.
All right. Hey, you're up.
If I just played P-Wave, whoa.
It's almost as if you play the broken magic card, it can end the game on the spot.
I'm an idiot.
That's all right. We've all been there.
I got it.
All right.
Guessing you're playing it.
Yeah.
So we were looking for Yoshi.
He shuffled it in.
Well, we weren't sure if he shuffled it into his or mine because it was under the static prison.
Yep.
Okay.
So we were both trying to find it.
That's fair. All right. I'll lay down arms. I guess he'll gain 3, put Yoshi back in the zone.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I think that Yoshi spent, what, maybe 1 full turn cycle in this match in play.
It's been very impactful.
Well, and that was the other thing, going back to that last match. I could have tutored with Cloud. Cloud had only died once that
Right.
match. I could have tutored at any point to be able to get, like, GT.
I feel like...
I took out sort of War and Peace, or not War and Peace. Well, War and Peace isn't in there, Fire and Ice is not in there, so I didn't have any pro-red or pro-white.
Right.
So,
for a
Beast
listener
and
at home, let's just say that the situation came up and you had sort of Fire and Ice on the battlefield against that previously decided Pyroglyph. If you block with a creature that has pro-red, but his Pyroglyph has trample, how does that interaction work out?
You still end up... The attacker still has to assign damage that would be considered lethal, and then excess gets trampled over, but then the pro-red reduces the damage to 0. So the creature lives.
But the excess damage goes through?
Yeah. You'll still get trampled.
That's right. See, you come to Manifest Dread MTG to learn something. Mainly how not to play a deck.
Yeah.
But you learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Jeet has been the first tutor out of here. Makes sense. You previously dealt with his Yoshi. He has a mom.
Well, and this game, so like I was saying at the last match, or the previous game, it was going back and forth between Skull Clamp or GT. And so this time I was just like, let's see how this plays out being a GT game.
Yep. And this is you just being like, I need to get reps in. And sometimes you try unconventional plays or play patterns to see like, well, how will this work out in the real world?
Yeah. And just kind of go back and forth, like learn things.
Yeah.
Get reps, you know. No point in trying to make the same mistake or the same right play. Like, making the right play is probably better, but, you know, figure out why the other one was bad. Or see if this one is even better.
And you had the pre-war in hand?
Yeah.
Nice.
And luckily enough, he had a red removal spell instead of a white removal.
So this worked out better. But
Yeah.
I feel like you got enough time before his Shadow Spear comes down there, you're like, okay, I can get Clamp and just ideally out advantage him and get over the top, especially if this G connects next turn if you have your 4th land.
No, I'm thinking.
What makes it awkward is Mom is online.
Yes.
So prevents the damage from Cloud, which means no counters for Jite.
Correct.
But I think I pulled out the Masterwork initially because I'm just so used to formal work at Masterwork.
Yep.
And just kind of do that. But again, white-based removal.
It's 3.
Not the best to get.
I like your choice of G too, the Grand Prix promo. Good choice, good choice.
I would prefer the regular, but that's what I had.
Well, you know.
Creature sorcery, so 3.
Yep.
I own the Buster Sword.
Go ahead.
And now I'm like, well, I guess I should have gotten Masterwork.
Yeah.
Awkward.
This is...
But there's no way you can predict that.
No.
Kind of a coin toss.
So are you leaving Cloud in the graveyard at this juncture?
I think I've got a Jolted away.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense.
I think. Oh, no.
Oh,
It's an
okay.
Extraction Specialist.
That also does a very good job of that. And I get another Surge Trigger, too.
Cigar is aid and 6.
I really like Extraction Specialist in Cloud. Not all of them run it, but kind of a nice little extra recursion thing.
How do you feel about Forge Anew? I noticed that a lot of the lists are dropping it. Do you feel it still has a place within the deck, or do you feel it's kind of just like, you know, redundancy with Cigar Aid?
So Cigar Aid and Forge Anew play very different.
Right.
Being able to have the free equip is nice. It's kind of cute.
Right.
If anything, being able to buy back an equipment will come up once in a blue moon.
Right.
But for the most part, I've only had the Forge Anew lines come up a couple of times.
Right.
And a lot of the time, it's just kind of there.
Fair.
Like, it doesn't feel great. When it looks good, it looks really good. And more often than not, it's just kind of there.
That's reasonable. Hardcast Fury.
But no, yeah. So hardcasting Fury off the floating mana from the Saga. He was able to tutor up a Shadow Spear.
Yep.
We're at this board state again.
Bonks for 4.
But now he's got a Mom.
Feels like Yoshi's in the driver's seat right now.
I'm a little behind.
Yeah. Not so far behind, you know, like hopeless, but like, you know, the Masterwork of Ingenuity will do a lot of heavy lifting for you. Able to copy the pre-existing pre-war formal wear. Or you could copy the Shadow Spear again and play that game if you wanted to.
Yeah, I put the Cloud back into the yard because being able to play the equipments at instant speed. Get back Extraction Specialist, get back Cloud. We just do all this all over again.
Yep. Skrove.
Wow.
The Defector Might. Interesting. I like Skrove. Again, why aren't you playing Plankton?
Skrull's one of the weird ones that I haven't been sold on in the deck. It's like fine.
Yeah.
It sucks that it can't block.
Yes.
It sucks that it can't block. So this is just kind of nice having Sigarda's 8 out, having 3 equipments in hand.
Right. I mean, you've got some real mind games to play here, where you're just like, okay, well, I can flash in the Masterwork, copy the pre-war, bring in the Cloud, move to blocks here. Okay, you're gonna give it, you know what I mean? Okay,
This.
you blocked here, then I'm going to, slap this on. But to your point, Skrull not being able to block. Oh, and hey, look, it's P-Wave. This
Yeah, that complicates
changes everything.
a lot.
Yeah.
I should have fucking equipped the fucking... Whatever. I should.
But didn't equip the Shadow Spear, so
No.
that's kind of nice. We still got a 3/3 double striker and a big butted Goyf
Yep.
and a Mom. Like, I do not feel great about my position.
Yeah. Just getting in there with the Fury. All right, well,
Copy. Extraction Specialist.
bring
Boop.
down.
Boop.
And again, makes complete sense. You're trying to get as many bodies on the board as possible, as opposed to just getting Cloud.
Well, as long as Cloud is under Extraction Specialist, it can't block.
Right.
But
What do you want to do?
But I mean, if he gets rid of Extraction Specialist,
then Cloud can block.
Yeah.
Let's back up.
I'm gonna exile the pre-war.
All right. So he's thinking about P-waving some stuff.
Mind.
But
That's why I was like, I don't think it.
Nah,
Yes,
it doesn't.
P-Wave is only creatures.
could you imagine if it was just like
Oh.
non-lane permanence?
Go get a
I
fire.
did have Fire and Ice on this one.
Yeah. Again, nice promo.
Cut.
Pro blue red. So she's now 5/4. Flash in G-Tech.
5/4.
In response to the clip.
Yeah. So trigger turn.
Yep. Trying to be able to get something to block, but we'll put that under. I get sad. We now just have all of these mopey equipment hanging out.
Yeah.
Flare block on the Fury.
Double or single?
Just single.
I'm
Okay.
gonna preserve my life total
Flash and clamp.
and being able to potentially clamp, draw 4. I don't have a lot of cards in hand,
Right.
just completely refills, but P-Wave. And this is a weird situation of, do I put it in exile, do I put it under the P-Wave?
I mean, you know the P-Wave's going down to 2 in the upkeep, but like that's still 3 turns.
That's still 3 turns,
Yeah.
and I think if I can bait it out and get it back, then it's kind of nice, but that could very well be an area of mistake. I
Yep.
could have just like replayed Cloud, but then he just P-Waves it again.
Right.
Looks like we got a
Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit and Sheltered by Ghost.
I gotta be
That's
honest-
why like the Sheltered by Ghost was for the P-Wave, but
Right.
doesn't really feel great. This has been the first time that I thought Sheltered by Ghost has felt
Subpar.
awful.
Yeah. That's reasonable. I really like Jackrabbit. I had some really cool plays with it at the Denver Muldrifters, and I got to, was it Voracious or Rapid? I forget what the keyword is. But I got to cast it for 7 and draw a card.
Ease.
I was like, this is so sick.
Well, it's so much fun when he's
And then you're like,
Scoot it up, and
and
then
then you're
you
like, I'm
attack.
making 6 rabbits. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. The card's sweet.
Yeah, I've
I really
enjoyed
like
it.
that card.
I know, again, there's a lot of talk online about what Cloud should or shouldn't be, and Jackrabbit comes up as a card that's like, oh, you should cut that card. I don't know. Sometimes late game, all your engines have been, have been destroyed or shut down, and you draw that card off of it because you have so much mana. You're just like, this is so good.
Yeah, I've been very pleased with Jackrabbit.
See, me personally at this stage, I feel like I try and clamp, because you couldn't give it the full benefit, I try and clamp both of them and have them put it underneath there.
I was thinking I can flash in Sword and I can give protection with Skrelv, but then I read Skrelv, and Skrelv isn't protection.
Right.
Go to blocks.
And so that was just me failing to read.
Yeah, that happens. For the listener at home, I would say if you're going to go to a comp REL tournament or even a locals and you want to do well,
Read your cards.
take a moment. Take a half hour
Oh, wait, scroll.
and go through every card in your deck. And even if you're like, oh, I know what this card is, just take a moment, go through every card in your deck and read it. And spend a good 30 seconds and think of corner case scenarios where certain things may come up. And then move on to your next card. You'd be surprised how often those things come up to you when you're playing in a long tournament, maybe a 2-day tournament. This is something that I've done consistently throughout my illustrious Magic career, but it has helped me out a ton. So I recommend everybody do that if you can.
Yeah, and then, if you do it a couple times, when the card comes into your hand, the one of, in this format,
Blue plus 2 plus 2.
you already pre-generated or already have some of these thoughts and everything, and so then you can figure out how to assess and adapt it to the current game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It also helps if you just know what your cards do.
In response.
Yeah, and I mean that comes
which
with
I clearly
familiarity.
don't.
Well, I mean, this is week 2.5 of you playing this on the regular.
One card.
One card.
I'll pay 2 off.
Yeah, so learned here, Scroll can't block, attempt to give something protection, so
Throw red, but then the P wave gets you.
White.
No, yeah. It's hexproof, so I think I was baiting out the P wave. because I was trying to make it so he would take a bait to attempt a P-wave in response to the equip, and then P-wave in response to the
scroll. But then you're taking that and
then the P-wave comes off.
Yes.
And that was the plan, and he didn't fall for the bait.
Right. And he had the bolt to just interact with you on the stack of these happening. Yep.
So, took a gamble.
Didn't work.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, I think there were some lessons learned here for sure. In the best of ways that you'll be able to carry on in other matches.
100%.
But yeah.
And again, it complicates it. That mom has been sitting there. She hasn't been activated once.
No, she's just been keeping it all on lock.
Target.
Yeah. This shelter just...
Target the... target the P-wave.
It's such a weird thing, because then he just exiles it, then it never leaves the battlefield. I could bait it out by trying to hit one of his creatures. He's going to exile it anyways. But then the mom also gives it protection, so then I don't get any value. So it's like, I think it just has to be the P-wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It never leaves the field, because this... So this targeting on the stack.
Yeah, it doesn't get exiled under it because it never left.
Right.
So he gets to maintain.
Shouldn't he have ward though if he's attached to it?
We got a minute.
No, he was doing it in response to
the targeting it.
Shelter.
Okay, got it.
Be sure to give us a subscribe, check out this video, and stay beautiful.